Okay, hi YouTube. Um, yeah, sorry. I try to figure out a way to like show Notepad without it being too scuffed. Anyways, so before I dive into today's patch notes, I want to quickly talk about the Astral rework because I just watched Mort Dog's video, and he actually explains a little bit more in depth on how the Astral trait rework works. So let's quickly go over what it says, the trait itself. After each player combat, you gain Astral Orb. The combined star level of your Astral champions increases the quality of the orb. Astral champions gain bonus AP. So this is different from set 7, in that set 7 used to be after 5, what's it called? After your shot rerolls 5 times, you get an orb based on based on if you had 3, 6, or 9 Astral. And your entire team gain AP. So this time only your Astral champions gain AP, and now it's after each player combat. And it scales off your star level. And in Mort's video, he actually goes over there are about having 5 tiers of orbs. So based on the star levels, you will either, if you have 3 to 5, let's say you have 3 to 5, what's it called? Let's say you have a 2-star Nidalee, a 2-star Skarner, and a 1-star Vlad. You would be in the first bucket. You would on average get about 1 to 2 gold. You would get like either 1 gold, maybe like a Skarner or Nidalee. But then once you go up to 6 to 8 stars in total, you would get roughly 3 to 4 gold per average. Maybe like a Lux plus 1 gold, maybe like a Varus. 9 to 11, you get roughly 5 to 6 gold. So maybe like a Varus plus 2 gold, or just like 5, 6 gold. 12 to 14 stars in total, you get about 6 to 7 gold on average. So maybe like Varus plus 3 gold. And then if you get to 15 plus stars, you would most likely get about 7 plus gold average, or some item components. So this basically requires you to go every Astral champion, because there are, let's see, Skarner, Vlad, Nidalee, Varus, Lux. So you need all of them, what's it called? All 5 of them 2-star plus a soul. So that'd be at least 15 stars. Yeah. That's pretty much how it's gonna work. So there's that. Let me switch over to the PBE patch notes. There we go. Okay, so August 24th PBE patch notes. Nothing too crazy, just a couple of adjustments. 1 cost, Nasus bug fix. His spell bonus HP no longer scales with ability power. And also bug fix. His spell damage now scales with ability power. So if you put AP items on Nasus, even though he was supposed to work with AP, it didn't work. Or at least it didn't work as intended. So there we go. Talia, slight nerfs at all star levels. Wukong, slight nerf to his AD. His spell AD percentage got buffed at 1 star, nerfed at 3 star. 2 costs, Kaisa, nerf, because, yeah, she's, like, broken. She's really strong. Nerf at all star levels, although it's only, like, a very minor nerf. 3 costs, Lee Sin, armor and MR, slight buff. Rengar, holy Christ, this unit is broken. What's it called? More starting in total mana, so he's going to be casting a little less often. And instead of his spell bonus attack speed being 300% for 1.5 seconds, it's now only 200% for his next 2 attacks. So I think, I don't know what's the math on this, but I think this is probably like maybe 3 to 4, maybe even 5 attacks. It's nuts. This is nuts. So now it's only like, 2 really fast attacks. So that's fine. Not as broken. Seraphine got a range nerf. Zippy, 1 less on the shield duration, so Zippy won't be as tanky. 4 costs. Graves, spell bonus, armor, and MR got a buff at 1 star, nerf at 2 star, buff at 3 star. Pantheon, 3 star buff. So that's not gonna matter too much. Psalm, nerf at 1 and 2 star. Tyrant Swain, +5 armor and MR, so make him a little more tanky. He is supposed to be a frontline unit, so it makes sense. Jace, 10 less, oh, there's a lot of patch notes. 10 less totem mana. His normal magic damage, so his first cast does less damage at all star levels. His shield duration got a 1 second nerf. The shapeshifted magic damage got a slight buff. The cast time is a little quicker. The shapeshifted spell now uses the same flip animation. This doesn't make much of a difference. The shapeshifted spell now deals damage on the target, so it actually does some AoE. Because I think it might have been missing. I don't know. Anyways, cool. Probably like, I would say this is like all buff to Jace. 5 costs. Terra, spell damage, armor, and MR scaling. Nerf at 2 star. Terra is very strong. You literally put like double gargoyle plus an extra like either like a bramble or declaw. Even the sunfire does absurd amount of damage. Shapeshifter 4 got buffed. I don't know how much of a difference this makes. You're not gonna go probably more than 2 shapeshifter because you don't want to run a useless Nidalee and Nor. Augments, hero in training. The in training dragon mancer hero is now smaller. Okay. Protector's Vow, bonus armor and MR got a slight nerf. This is the new reworked Frozen Heart. Basically works how at 50% HP, your units gain like a shield and bonus armor and MR. Bug fixes. Of Wukong, now properly stuns. Aphelios, now also properly stuns. His spell can no longer hit the same target multiple times. Lilia will now consistently hit. They need bug fixing Lilia because God, she keeps whiffing. Zac healed now properly scales with AP. Malphite will no longer be mana locked for 5 seconds even if his shield is destroyed early. This is probably because of how Tom Kench worked. So they probably like based Malphite off Tom Kench. Rengar no longer revives if he dies during his leap. Okay. I can't believe that was a bug. Zippy knockback is now properly blocked when a target is CC immune. So if Zippy hits something with Quicksilver or Sharpclaw, it will now properly block the knockback. Pantheon damage reduction from his spell is now additive, not multiplicative. It is a buff. So he actually should take less damage. That's nice. I felt like my Pantheon wasn't that tanky when in the first video. Penitence will no longer cause J statues explosions to deal more damage than intended when the explosion hit multiple units at once. Very nice. Blueberry 1 can no longer be offered after taking Blueberry 2 and vice versa. So that's good. No dead choices because they do not stack. You can no longer get Rebel Legend emblems. That's funny. Seeing those on the carousel, I was like, what the heck? Why are they here? Deathblade Runons will now properly pop off Deja because Deja is supposed to have 0 AD. Radiant Sunfire will now grant its bonus HP. Hand of Justice no longer grants more stats than intended. And units who have to walk into range if their target dies, such as Silas, now more reliably cast after walking. So, there we go. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. So, thank you so much for watching. Have fun at PBE. See you all next time. Take care.